Hi. Today, let's talk about the different chakras that are there in our body, right? There are seven chakras, right? So these are again virtual elements where we cannot see them. They basically are present, and the yogis have seen these chakras through their meditation and through their consciousness. Um, this basically chakras are basically they are energy centers through which the energy flows in the body from one chakra to another, and the flow should be smooth and without any disruption or blockage. So as an individual, we lead our life to the maximum or optimal. Okay. The first chakra is called the Muladhara chakra. Okay. And before getting into the different seven chakras, let's see how we can experience it. Basically one can experience the chakras. Well, basically to experience chakras are related to some aspect of life. Let's say the base chakra is related to the aspect of basic needs, right? So then if a person experience a feeling of insecurity in terms of finance, or maybe things that he may not get food on time or so on, then it could be that the base chakra, or the first chakra, which is the Muladhara chakra, as a blockage, right? That's the manifestation through which a person understands that there is that chakra. And the way to handle that is to do a simple meditation by focusing on that particular chakra to relieve that blockage. So this is one of the aspects that a person can experience. So there are seven chakras, starting from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head, right? And they are in sequential, but sequential doesn't mean that one is better than the other, or it is in hierarchical. It is just sequential through which the energies travel. Okay. So the base chakra, the first chakra, is the Muladhara chakra, which is related to the aspect of life, which is related to the basic necessities like food, clothing, shelter, and financial, or those basic things. And from a sense perspective, it is linked to smell, and yeah. There are asanas which can be done to activate that chakra or to remove the blockage. The second chakra is basically at the lower belly of the body, and that chakra name is called Swadhisthana. Okay. The Swadhisthana is basically related to the emotional aspects of life, and the sense that it is related to is taste. Okay. The third chakra is basically Manipura chakra, which is at the portion where the ribs joints are there, right? It is related to the ego, which is the I, me kind of thing of an individual. And the sense that it is related to is sight. Okay, sight is what it is related to. Now the fourth one is basically Anahara chakra, which is a chakra which is at the heart region. It is more related to love, compassion, courtesy, and kind of things. And the sense that it is related to is touch. Okay. And the fifth chakra is Vishuddha. Vishuddha chakra, which is found in the neck region, and that is more related to communication, expressions, and so on. And the sense that it is related to is hearing. Okay. The sixth chakra is Ajna chakra, which is at the third eye. Right, and that is more related to the sameness of kind of a feeling, aspect of life. And sameness, when I say I, you, everyone in this world are the same. So that feeling is what this chakra is all about. And it is more related to the sense perspective. It is intuition. Okay. And the last one is Sahasrara. Sahasrara chakra is at the crown of the head, and that is related to the oneness. Right? Ajna is sameness, and this is oneness, which means that um, uh, everybody goes to the same source, and we are all from the same source. Right? That kind of aspect of life is oneness. Right? And from a sense perspective, it is basically the dissolution of sense reality. Okay. Okay, and as I said, each of the chakras, there are asanas that we can do. Now let's deep dive into one of the asana which I have selected today is Ajna asana, which is related to the third eye, right? So as I said, it's related to the feeling of sameness, right? So how do we identify ourselves as somebody similar to somebody else, right? So that's where we need to understand who we are, right? Who we are and from where we have come, and then we understand ourselves and we understand the greater self. Then we will be able to get the feeling of the sameness, right? So in terms of asana, the child pose is a very good asana to focus on Ajna chakra and then get the feeling of sameness. Right? It's a very relaxing pose as well. And meditation is another aspect which is also very helpful to focus or to bring the conscious attention to the Ajna chakra, and if there's any block in it, we will release it so that the sense of sameness is spread across our body, physical body and mind, right? So in meditation, what I usually try to do is do the Ujjaya breathing, right? So basically Ujjaya breathing, it's a normal breathing, but with a bit of sound in it, right? So and the Bija mantra that is related to Ajna chakra is Om. Right? So we will do a meditation with Om. Okay, and we will do the Ujjaya breathing, right? So and we will try to say the Om so that we focus on the Ajna chakra. Now exhale forcefully out. Now inhale. So there, we can do this several times so we can get the focus or the attention to the Ujjaya chakra, Ajna chakra. Okay, and the other one that we can probably do is Kapalbhati, right? So Kapalbhati is another very good pranayama that can be done to bring the attention to Ajna chakra and also to relieve blockages. So forceful exhalation, then inhale deeply, then exhale step by step. So this way we can practice different asanas and meditation and pranayama to focus on or give our attention to different chakras and experience it. And if there is any blockage which is manifested in the life that we lead, then we try to release it, release the blocks. That's all today on chakras. Thank you.